Dead weight.
Basha.
Looking back, that was the ultimate gift.
Sheldon, of course, doesn't get a proper goodbye with his dad, but he imagines all of these alternate realities where he might have gotten that final goodbye, or he might have found a way to spend a little more time with George that day. What was it like for you and Lance filming that? I have to imagine that, even more so than the scene where everyone finds out, must have been quite emotional.
Yeah, and it was weird because unlike the scene in which everyone finds out, it's a moment and it's a very quick thing that happens. And even filming that scene, it wasn't a long scene to film. And I think with the scenes with myself and Lance in the kitchen, since we were doing so many of them and it took a while, we had a lot more time together. And Lance is such a funny, good, kind person, and he's so smart and so interesting and so fun to talk to, but like on set he's always just funny and kind, and he makes everyone's mood better, especially towards the end when it was getting kind of hard because people were realizing, it was kind of dawning on people that, oh wow, we have 3 episodes left, 2 episodes left, 1 episode left, 5 days left, 4 days left. He was very instrumental in keeping everybody's morale up, I guess. And kind of seeing him towards the end start to get a little affected by it hit me harder than I thought it would, because he's always the funny one in between scenes making jokes, making us look unprofessional because everyone's laughing, and then they all action and we're still, snorting with laughter. Kind of having that moment with him, at one point we kind of just like looked at each other a few times and I'd just go like, thank you. Mm-hmm. And that struck me.
We see Sheldon give a eulogy, and it's beautiful, and then we find out that this is not a eulogy he ever gave. This is the eulogy he wishes he had given.
Honestly, I thought it was perfect. I think it is meant to be a little bit upsetting, because more than anything, we want to see Sheldon up there. We've seen him the whole episode not processing at all what's happened. And I think, in a way, we kind of want to see him sort of feel some emotion, because to us, or to somebody who has experienced like grief before, it's such an alien seeming, like, you don't usually see people just kind of fully go blank. I mean, sometimes that's some people's way of dealing with grief, but I think for a lot of the family, like, there's a lot of scenes with Missy saying, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you? Our dad just died. And I think it's such a beautiful moment until we realize it didn't happen. And I think knowing also that it's Sheldon as an adult, now a father, looking back and kind of wishing that was what he said, I think it adds more layers to it than if it were something that Sheldon had got up and said and done, which almost makes it more beautiful.